All right, let's talk about these ups and downs with the current real estate market. It can be hard to know, when should you buy, when should you sell? I mean, a lot of it comes down to money, right? Local realtor Dean Bach is here to tell us where the market stands right now. Dean, good to see you.
What's happening?
You probably recognize Dean, who had quite a name for himself in the restaurant business, but your real true love was always real estate, right?
Real estate was a big part of my life, even though I had restaurants here in Oakland County in northern Michigan, and it was something that I was going to go back into full time, and I did, and here I am.
And how, in general, what are you seeing as far as, because you're dealing with up north, and also you deal with Florida real estate too?
Right, I'm licensed in Florida. I work with at properties here in Michigan, and Christie's International, John R. Woods properties in Florida, and the markets here are completely different in Michigan right now than it is in Florida. Florida, you're starting to see prices flatten out, inventory increasing. The cost of living in Florida with insurance rates and HOA assessments has really made an impact on that market.
People are leaving Florida, right?
They're leaving, and they're doing what we're hearing now is called half-backing. So they moved from Michigan to Florida during COVID.
Yeah.
They discovered Florida is too expensive for them, so they're coming halfway back, and they're winding up in Tennessee, Kentucky, smaller towns where it's a little less expensive to live, and the weather's still nice.
Okay, so as we sit here today, is Florida a good option, or would you say maybe not?
Right now, if I'm advising a buyer in Florida, I am being careful and maybe waiting until the end of the non-season, which is what is going on right now, and see what happens with that market. I think they have a lot to contend with the insurance problem down there. It's just really expensive with the after effects of the hurricanes down there.
Do you have to have insurance if you buy a home in an insurance area?
If you have a mortgage, and the closer you are to the ocean, the more expensive your insurance policy is going to be. And it really makes for a high cost of living down there, especially in Southwest Florida, Miami, and the areas along the coast, for sure.
All right, so let's get in the car and head up 75 and head up north. I'm hearing that nobody can find places. Inventory is so tight. So
that's kind of the opposite now. What we have in northern Michigan is there's still a pent-up demand to be in northern Michigan. It's a beautiful place to be all year round, as you know. Well, it can get a little cumbersome in the winter. That's why I'm in Florida sometimes. I got to go to Florida.
Right. No, but it is. I know northern Michigan. It's gorgeous.
But if you have a lake house in northern Michigan, or a nice hunting property, or something that's got 5 acres, 10 acres, you're in demand. Good time to sell still. We're starting to see a bit of a market shift towards a neutral market where I'm not saying it's a buyer's market yet, but it's getting a little closer to that. 50%-ish of the homes in the month of May in northern Michigan sold for over asking. So that tells you a few things. When I have buyers going in with offers, there's usually a handful of other offers they're contending in. You're not putting in an offer, you're putting in a bid. So you have to be prepared. Make sure you get a good local realtor up there, somebody that knows how to present an offer. You may have an offer, an agent down here in Birmingham or in your neighborhood. Have them refer you to somebody up north.
Okay, so you need someone who's in, though, don't you, Dean? You need someone who knows when things are going to come on the market before they hit the old Zillow.com.
Right. We have what's called pocket listings, and they're very popular this time of year because these people that own these houses rent them out, and they don't want potential or prospective buyers traipsing through their properties while they're being rented out. So they say, okay, I'm going to list with you, but don't tell the world. Just try and sell it for me until September on the sly. And then come September, if it's not sold, we'll put it on the MLS.
We got to go, but just one more quick question. Do you have to be prepared with a cash offer these days?
It definitely helps. Cash, no contingencies, gets the deal done, but you know,
not everybody has that kind of cash sitting around.
You can do appraisal waivers or appraisal gap coverages. There's things that you can do that really will help bolster your offer if you don't have the cash. There are ways, and get a good agent that they can get creative with their offer.
They can work the angles a little bit. Like Dean. How do people find you?
DeanBachRealEstate.com.
There you
You
go.
can look me up at the At Properties website as well, and here in Birmingham. My office is in Birmingham, Harbor Springs, and Bonita Springs.
You're a busy guy.
I love it.
Yeah. Did you bring us any snacks today?
I wanted to really bad. I was going to show up in a chef's costume.
Okay.